Good morning, everyone. Yeah, children, we did the chapter, we did the question answers. I'm sure you must have enjoyed because the story was very nice. Today it's turn for the workbook. Let's start doing it just the way we did present perfect tense in the reader. Here also we'll practice a little more of that. Few exercises with present perfect tense. So this is a conversation between the miller and the king. Miller uh, and king saying, I have, what do you think? Have got, have lost, have spoken, has given, have come, have answered, have found, have done. King saying, I have lost my horse. Because he cannot say, I have answered my horse or I have found my horse. First he'll say, I have lost my horse and I have also lost my way in the forest. I have also lost my way in the forest. Miller smilingly says, have you got a name? Have you got a name? Why have you come here? Why have you come here? King says, I've never answered questions like these. I have never answered questions like this. Who has given you the right? Who has given you the right to ask me these questions? The miller could not recognize that he was the king. So he said, who are you? Why have you come here? King says, who's given you the right to ask me questions like this? Just then a courtier who was looking for a king comes there and says, oh, I'm so glad. I have found you. I have found you. And your majesty. And now when this miller sees that courtier calling him your majesty, this and that, then he understands, oh, what have I done? Miller says, oh, what have I done? I have spoken rudely to my king. I have spoken rudely to my king. King says, you have done nothing. We are using it again. You have done nothing of the sort. You are an honest man. Your country and your king are proud of you. Because from his side, though, he had done the right thing, no? He couldn't allow anybody to roam around. So, from his side, he was right. So, king says, your your country and your king are proud of you. Okay. Now here, answer the following questions about yourself. I have answered about myself. You can change the answers if you feel like. Okay, the first one says, have you ever slept in a park? You can say, yes, I have. Or no, I have never slept in a park. Now, I have answered from my side. If you want to, you can change the answers. Have you ever seen a ghost? Oh my god. I wrote no. In the practice sheet, I have given my answers. Have you ever been? No, I have never seen a ghost. Now, children, remember whenever we use has or have, we use the third form of verb, the N form. No, I have never seen. Please see, have and a. We are using seen. Have you ever been late to school? No, I've never been late to school. No, I have never been late to school. Have you ever camped outside? Outdoors? I wrote yes. I have camped outdoors. Yes, I have camped outdoors. Have you ever helped a stranger? मैंने नहीं करा. So I wrote, no, I have never helped a stranger. If you have ever helped anybody, you can write, yes, I have helped. I wrote, no, I haven't helped a stranger. Have you ever had some bitter medicine? Oh, yeah, many a times. Okay, no. So I wrote, yes. When we fall sick, no, we got to eat. Yes, I have had some bitter medicine. Whenever we fall sick, we have to have the bitter medicine. You know? Okay, again using past present perfect tense for asking questions. For asking questions. The class teacher wants your homework. You brought. You brought. So your teacher will say, have you brought your homework? Have you brought your homework? है ना? Now, there is a test today. You prepared. There is a test today, you prepared. So, what will be the question here? Whenever it is a question, what have I told you? That we must have the auxiliary in the first place. Have you prepared for the test? Have you prepared for the test? Okay. Father asked you to do something. You done. So what will father say? Have you done? Father will say, have you done what your father asked you to do? The question will be, have you done what your father asked you to do? The long recess is coming to an end. Everybody eaten. What will the teacher say? Has everybody eaten? Has everybody eaten? Then we can wind up the work. Meena lost a geometry box yesterday. Now you have to ask her if she has found it or not. Has she found her geometry box? Has she found her geometry box? The class is going for a picnic. Everyone gone. Has everyone gone for the picnic? Has everyone gone for the picnic? The identity cards are ready. You collected. Have you collected? What do we use with you? Have. Have you collected your identity card? Have you collected your identity card? समझ आया? Just frame some more questions and ask your brothers, sisters, or mom at home. Have you done this work? Have you taken out the clothes? Have you polished your shoes? You can talk to your brothers, sisters, and mom and dad in English. That will give you a lot of practice. There's no harm. The words are astronaut, compass, runway, control tower, radar. We have to match them with their meanings. An instrument that tells directions, compass. North compass hota na, it always points towards north. The sailors and now the aeroplanes of course need, earlier sailors used to carry with them in the seas, to find out the direction. A man who travels in a spacecraft, astronaut. गए थे ना astronauts होते ना, they go in the spacecrafts. Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla, they were all astronauts. A kind of road on which aeroplanes land and take off. पढ़ा थे ना हमने in that chapter, reader? That road? Runway. An instrument that shows the position and movement of an aircraft. This is something new. Radar. एक disc होता है. It's a big disc. You can see they are set up at airports. You can see on the radars, like they will point to the planes. They'll tell you the position of the plane, where your plane is. A building in an airport from which the landing and taking off of an aircraft is controlled. Who were they talking to? People in the plane. They were talking to radio operator, then the new pilot, to the ground control tower. You know? So that building where these people sit and work is called control tower. It's called control tower. Now you have to match the words of opposite meaning. You have to match the words of opposite meaning. Found, lost. Found, lost. Right, left. Foolish. How many of you are foolish and how many of you are wise? Ask your brother, sister if they're foolish or wise. Bought, sold. Either you buy something and the shopkeeper, when you buy something, the shopkeeper sells it. Less, mama gives you less cake, but then you say, Mama, I want more. And now these words in the right box. जो right box वाले words है ना, this you have to fill in the sentences here. Okay. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. 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 What happened? Here we have. So we have to use these words in the blanks here. My sister has lost her new pen. Walk on the which side of the road should you walk? On the left side of the road. Walk on the left side of the road. There are dash pupils in my class than in my brothers. Right box को use करना है, so we'll say more pupils. Pupils means the students. That baker sold some delicious cakes during Christmas. He sold. Vikramaditya was I was a very wise king. Okay? Now I'll keep it here and now match words of similar meaning. Nearly, we can say nearly over. The work is nearly over. The work is about, like nearly is about. Close, near. Near and nearly are very different. Huh? Nearly means about to, almost. Certain, sure. Find out, discover. Something which is already there and we find it out. We can say we have discovered it. My school is, okay, about 2 kilometers from my home. You can say nearly 2 kilometers or you can say about 2 kilometers. The bus stand is near the railway station. नहीं आएगा ना? Near the rail. Oh yeah. Near the railway station. Has our teacher got flu? Amit, I think she has. I don't know. For sure is a phrase. We just say, we say it, we use it when we want to say that I am not very sure. I am in doubt. I think she has. I don't know for sure. Cosmonaut is a new word. I will find out its meaning from the dictionary. And you also find out. Cosmonaut itna bhi new nahi hai. Dictionary has the word in it. Just find out what do you mean by cosmonaut. Now spellings. Use EI or I. Remember we did it in the reader also? Okay. Soldiers, IE. Receive. After C, it will be EI. After C, EI. Courtiers, IE. Thief, no C there. So IE. Chief, C to hai, but after that H is also there. So it will be IE. Okay. Now add these letters and make as many words as possible. With lack, so we can only say WNTB. In Messi, we have to use these letters. Lack ke sang we can only use black. With eat, we can say neat. We can say beat also. With all, we can say, of course, tall, wall, ball. है ना? Of course. With ear, we can say WEAR, NEAR, TEAR, BEAR, bear, tear, near, where. Okay. Yeah, here I brought a very sweet story for you. There was a clear pool in a jungle. Pool, water body hota hai. Water pool. A stag came to it. A stag, like a deer, but it has more antlers. Deer don't have thorns, but stags have. And their antlers are not only simple and thorns. They're not only simple horns, but they branch. I'll just tell you how. They branch. एक ऐसे है तो one will be like this, another will be like this, another will be like this, and they look very beautiful then. ऐसे बड़ा बड़ा होता है. So these antlers are very beautiful looking. Okay. A stag came to it. He looked in the water and saw his reflection. Like clear water, mein, you can always see your face just like you see in a mirror. He admired his beautiful branching antlers and he saw his antlers. Oh, how beautiful my antlers are! And they make me look so beautiful. Then he saw his legs. Just then his eyes fell on his legs. They were thin and ugly. Beautiful antlers, but the legs were thin and ugly. He was ashamed of them. He said, oh, why do I have thin and ugly legs? I want to have beautiful legs. Just then, he heard the barking of dogs. Udhar hote hain hounds in the jungles. Big dogs are there. He knew they were the dogs of hunters. They are called hounds, dogs of hunters. They will kill me, he thought, and ran. He said to himself, he just thought he understood the dogs would come and kill me, so he started running. He said to himself and ran. His thin legs carried him away from the dogs. Now his thin legs came to his help. His thin legs helped him run fast. And he could run away from the dogs. Suddenly his antlers got caught in the branches of a tree. Just then there was a tree and his beautiful antlers, what he was thinking, beautiful antlers, Amira, they'll make me look so good. They got stuck in the tree. He couldn't run away and soon he was surrounded by dogs and hunters. Oh shit, how bad. And he was caught. He was stuck in a tree because of the antlers, and the dogs and hunters could come near him and surrounded him, and they must have killed him. How sad. Imagine the antlers he was finding so beautiful and good looking for himself. They did not help him. They rather put him into trouble. And the legs whom he was criticizing, whom he was condemning, not finding them good looking or beautiful, calling them thin and ugly, they had helped him to run fast. Where did the stag see his reflection? The stag saw his reflection in a clear pool in a jungle. What did he admire? He admired his beautiful branching antlers. Can you see this answer here? He admired his beautiful branching antlers. What was he ashamed of? He was ashamed of his legs. Why was he ashamed of them? Because they were thin and ugly. Why did he run away from the pool? Oh, he heard the barking of dogs and he ran away. What helped him run? His thin legs carried him away from the dogs. So children, never criticize anybody, never criticize any ugly looking thing. They might be of very good help to you. What helped him run? His thin legs carried him away from the dogs. Why could he not escape into the jungle? Because his antlers got caught in the branches of a tree. Done, children. Now there are two more exercises which I have not done, which I am not sending you, because now you must learn how to write stories or how to write paragraphs. It's your time to learn and practice. So you're going to practice on your own. Write them. They're not evaluative. हम इनको कोई marks नहीं दे रहे. But please, you must practice writing on your own. I'm not sending you the answers for these two long exercises. You're going to read them and do them. Okay? Bye bye. थोड़ा सा लेंथी हो गया वीडियो. Sorry, virtual class got a little lengthy, but no problem. I know you are very good children. You will do it.